The Cleveland Browns, a disappointed group, are off to Cincinnati to take on an equally disappointed Bengals team, whose fans are probably not thrilled about a certain call that kept them from getting the ball back late last week.
Unnecessary roughness, defense number 21. It's a 15-yard penalty, automatic, first down.
But those same fans must also feel like Dante and Clerks. You shouldn't even be in that position in theory. Their defense, which had performed so well for the first half of the year, let Mike White put up over 400 yards on them along with 3 TDs.
To the end zone, they got the lead!
The Bengals also let Michael Carter hit them for over 5 a run along the ground.
Into the end zone, a Jets touchdown on the game-opening drive.
They know they're going to face plenty of handoffs this week, too. Cleveland got Nick Chubb back last week, though he wasn't able to muster much in his return from injury.
Tripped up, what a play.
Ernest Johnson was in the back seat once again, but he's a nice guy to have back there.
Makes the great cut to the end zone.
Baker Mayfield was also back. He's playing hurt. He did have some zip on his passes.
Mayfield's pass to an open receiver.
But none of them ended up in the end zone, his rating for the day under 90.
Trying to fire it in there, and that's broken up.
And their passing attack was a one-man show. Jarvis Landry had 10 targets, next most 6.
And he's on the mark. Landry stays on his feet.
And the guy with 6 wasn't OBJ. He had 1 for 6 yards.
Ball into the hands quickly of Beckham.
The Browns' passing attack just doesn't come through for them nearly as often as they need. Their pass protection not helping matters, 4 sacks taken against Pittsburgh, and they've given up almost 3 a game for the year.
Mayfield runs into TJ Watt.
That's where TREY HENDRICKSON comes in. Another sack last week, that's 7.5 QB takedowns now.
Now they get him, and down he goes.
The trenches will be big on both sides of the ball because the Bengals have to deal with MYLES GARRETT, the NFL's sack leader with 10.5.
From behind, they get to him.
And Joe Burrow was planted 3 times by the Jets, the Bengals allowing close to 3 sacks a game this season.
Williams a block, they got him, and down he goes!
For Burrow's part, he had a good enough game against New York. Over 250 through the air, over 100 rating, 3 TDs, a pick.
To the end zone, caught for a touchdown!
But he had trouble connecting with Jamar Chase. 9 targets, only 3 receptions.
Burrow deflected, and on the ricochet, it's incomplete.
The Browns' defense he faces allowed Ben Roethlisberger to throw for over 260 yards, a rating close to 100, 1 TD, no picks. They held their own, though, overall.
Now throw, ball was tipped.
And that showing is sort of how they played the pass for the year. High rating allowed, but not many yards per game, a very low completion percentage allowed. So Burrow's going to have to work.
Pass should have been intercepted.
Joe Mixon is always back there. Aside from scoring last week, though, he didn't really do much.
Mixon again, hit again.
But he has had games where he makes an impact. He just isn't super consistent.
And in for 6.
The jungle will be rocking still when they hit the field, but they were sort of expecting to greet the original GNR lineup, and it's sort of like they're getting the Buckethead version, which isn't terrible, and get a win over their rivals and you'll be feeling slashy all over again. Which makes the Browns what? Motley Crue, Baker like Vince Neil, full of energy, but some fans are still wondering if he has the chops needed for the long haul? Why don't you tell me in the comments section who each is best represented by when it comes to hair bands, along with a prediction, of course. Here's ours. Poison, Great White, Slaughter, what are you into, Warrant?